Morning everybody, how we doing? Sam here, United People's TV live, as always with MUFC Daily. How are you all doing? Where are you watching this from? Let me know in the comments below and I'll try and give you a shout out as we go through the show. But as you can see from the title and from the thumbnail today, I've already talked about Mesut Ozil. I've already made my opinion very clear that I actually don't think that Mesut Ozil would be that good a signing for Manchester United. But somebody certainly thinks that he would be a fantastic signing for Manchester United, and that is former Arsenal player Ian Wright. This is what Ian Wright has had to say about the situation with Mesut Ozil and the idea of him moving to Manchester United.
Players who perform and play what I could see, for instance, I'm hearing Mata's he's kind of edging for a deal. If that doesn't happen, Mesut Ozil on a free to Man United it's a shoo-in. Yeah. It's something that I could see him at United being unbelievable.
Do you think he would then make the difference for them?
And he's the kind of player that, yes, we've seen it sometimes with Arsenal, but I've said to people before, when you've got players around, he can't drag a team up by their laces and make them all play well. No. But if they're playing well, you stick him in.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
He can add the polish to it.
He's the one. He's the one that you want to say, you know what, I just need something to finish this off. Yeah. I'd put Ozil in, and that frightens me to know that he could end up at Man United, and it wouldn't make sense to him or his agents or his team for him to sign now simply because he's gone this far.
I mean, as you can see there, Ian Wright, he pretty much thinks that Mesut Ozil at Man United would be an unbelievable signing. He thinks that, if Juan Mata is not going to be staying at the club, that the idea of Ozil coming to United is effectively a done deal as far as he's concerned. But I want to know what you think. So let me know in the comments below. And as always, I'll run through a few shout-outs. So there's so many shout-outs coming in. I'm just going to say where you're watching it from. Keep it simple. We've got someone from Cornwall, Israel, Zimbabwe, South Africa, Belfast, Barcelona, Georgia, New Delhi, Mauritius. That's all on YouTube. That's mad. Absolutely mad. We've got Marvin watching from South Africa and Craig watching from Ireland as well. Mesut Ozil on his day, let's be honest, he is a world-class player. But I've seen too often Mesut Ozil disappear in a match. And that is why I'm not sure. There's two versions of Mesut Ozil as far as I'm concerned. The Mesut Ozil is, on the one hand, the one that's joined Real Madrid under Jose Mourinho. After the 2010 World Cup, I think it was, when he played for Germany, he was outrageously good then. The Mesut Ozil I've seen the last couple of years at Arsenal, complacent player, doesn't really put too much effort in. Him as a number 10 wouldn't, I suppose, be very similar to Juan Mata in the fact he doesn't really track back that often, but I don't know. I fear that we could get that complacent Mesut Ozil, not that Ozil from Real Madrid. If you can get that Ozil from Real Madrid, I would absolutely take him. Got Anton MUFC Matthias on YouTube. Good morning, mate. He's saying Reds would love Ozil and Griezmann. They'd be quality signings and both desperate to play for Jose, who rates him highly and knows how to get the best out of him. Watching from Wales. For me personally, I think if you're looking at Griezmann and Ozil, it's not a case of both. It's Griezmann or Ozil. So let me know in the comments now. Type in Griezmann or type in Ozil as to the person that you would want to sign. If you have to choose one, who would you sign? We've got Mohamed Hafizi saying we need younger and a more hungry number 10. Somebody who is workmanlike. Not saying Ozil is rubbish, but his work rate is a load of crap. Someone like James Rodriguez, watching from New Zealand. Good morning to you, mate. James Rodriguez, I think that boat has sailed. We were trying to get him before he went on loan to Bayern Munich, and now he's in Bayern Munich, and I don't think he's going to come anywhere back here. We've got Marvin the Dude thinks that Griezmann should come in on Facebook. Gareth Walker, he's saying none. Well, Gareth, if you don't think that Ozil or Griezmann, who do you think should be that number 10 player then? We've got Patel Salman saying both. We've got Saraj saying Ozil to United would really solve the lack of creativity that we have in our team at the moment. At the moment, we are really lacking someone who creates the chances in the box. I would still prefer Alexis Sanchez every single day. I would much prefer Alexis Sanchez, but there's real question marks over whether his attitude would actually be a problem for the dressing room at Manchester United or whether he would just settle in straight away. I think there is a risk that Sanchez's personality could cause a problem, but that's what you always get with top level players. They want to play week in, week out. They want to be competing for trophies, and right now he's not doing that at Arsenal, and that is why he's frustrated. No amount of FA Cups is going to satisfy Sanchez's need to win titles, need Premier Leagues and Champions League. Max and Low on Facebook, good morning to you, saying Ozil will be good under Jose Mourinho. We've got Brandon Tambay saying Sanchez or Ozil. That's who I would like. We've got Kiela Bogo. I hope I got that right, probably didn't. Saying the truth is Ozil, who was at Real Madrid, is completely different from the one at Arsenal. I believe he works best with Mourinho. Watching from Botswana. And that's it. If you can get that Ozil out of Mesut Ozil at Manchester United, my God, he would be one of the best free transfers we've ever made, past Zlatan Ibrahimovic from last season. Lots and lots of comments coming in. I would say you're looking at maybe 60-40 in favour of Griezmann, but quite a few of you, once again, are saying Paulo Dybala. Now, the Juventus striker, we've already talked about him quite a lot. Out of the three players, he would certainly be the most expensive, and arguably, he would be the best. Given his desire to play for Man United, I would love Antoine Griezmann at the club. I made that clear last year. I'll make that clear this January, and I'll make that clear in the summer as well. For me, Griezmann makes the most sense on paper. He wants to play for the football club, and that makes such a big difference. And Griezmann's much more versatile than Ozil. Can play on the left, the centre and the right happily. And he can also play as a striker too. So I feel it would add more to the team in terms of the quality and the depth that we'd have in it than Mesut Ozil would. We've got Nicholas Myers saying that both Ozil and Griezmann have risks. If we get Ozil and he's complacent, at least no money would have been spent and we can sell for a profit. But with AG7, that would be his number, potentially United, the 7 shirt is free. We will splash a lot of cash and it could be problematic. Yeah, I suppose you can always look at it in that sense. There's a less risk attached to the fact that there's not a price tag, but let's remember that Ozil's going to have some serious wages. Probably going to come in the top 3-4 earners at Manchester United, so we wouldn't exactly be getting him for 100% for free. We've got Stefan Bennett saying Ozil on his day is one of the best in his position you can find. He was phenomenal at Real Madrid and was probably their unsung hero before he left there. It's just whether or not you feel that we could get that Ozil out of Ozil again, this time at United instead of Real Madrid. Same manager, different league. I'm not sure. I don't know. For me, Ozil carries more risks as a signing as a football fan. As a business, as a club, yes, Griezmann probably has more risk because you've got to pay for him. But I don't really give a fuck about the risks for the club. I care about the risks for me as a fan. And for me, Antoine Griezmann ticks more boxes. But Ian Wright, he thinks that Mesut Ozil will be unbelievable at United. And maybe he would be. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that the Ozil that joins United is going to be that 2010 Ozil that was so good and that could be that playmaker that links our midfield and attack, which has been struggling so often. But as always, keep leaving your comments on this video. If you're new on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button below and join in every single day at 10:30. It's Watford United tonight. Watford away, hard game. I'll be doing a live match reaction after that, so make sure you join in with that too. And until then, take it easy.